What is up? You do. Nah, let me stop. Now what's up, guys? As you can see, we're back. Today's a little later episode. I apologize sincerely because this was supposed to be posted today. I'm sorry. I know I look a mess because I just got home from work. I just came back from escaping what is the retail life. But yes, we are back. This episode should be coming out by Friday. If I don't, for some reason, post on Friday, please do not kill me. I'm trying here. It's just a hard life. Hold on. This thing's in. Ah! Sorry. Apologies. My bad. But we're back. And we're back. And we're back. Yes. So forgive me. That was quite annoying. I hope you guys heard me loud and clear over all that sound. But yes, as I said before, apologies. If this doesn't come out by Friday, I'm going to do my absolute best to get it by you by Friday so that you guys can watch and enjoy and listen to your lovely host, Mr. A. Rob, which is I, speak and talk and just give you all the knowledge of the world. Today, the topic is adulting. Now, not adultery, adulting. What comes with being an adult? Now, for most of y'all who are watching this, you guys are young adults like myself. You guys are just fresh off the wake up, trying to enjoy life, trying to experience the world, travel, spend money, do things. But sadly, that can't happen. We live in a world where being a young adult is quite nearly impossible. Or as they want to claim it, being a young hoe, it's not in the plans. Can't do that type of lifestyle. You can't do that. You have to, as I have been doing, work. Work. Every single day of your life. Just to barely make ends meet to do anything. Now, for some of y'all, you guys are blessed. Some of y'all have the luxury of not having to worry about work. You guys can go to school, get your grade, enjoy your summers. Proud of you, happy for you. Other people, like myself, have to work. Day in, day out in the trenches. Working and working. Non-stop hours and hours. Our summers are gone. We no longer have summers. We have nothing. Everything is taken from us. Our freedom, gone. Everything that we used to have once before, gone. Because now, we're part of the adult world. Being a young adult in today's day and age, even an adult, like a fully on grown, like 29 and above, it's hard. The world has not been what it used to be. Life, not at all the same as it been in the last 10 years. Now, let me rephrase. When I was growing up, I looked at being an adult as I wouldn't say like a super duper great positive thing. I looked at it as like, oh wow, this is where you get to experience life. You get to, make your own rules. You get to live the life you want to live. Whether that be a explorer, if you want to be a hardcore worker, if you want to just chill, lay back, play video games, whatever that lifestyle is for you, you had that option. Not so much. Now, I don't think you really get that option. Everything you have to do revolves around moolah, guapo, chango, money, manyan. And if you don't have it, you're not living. You can't live. You can't do anything. You could barely breathe. I'm sure at some point we're going to be like in DeLorean. So we got to pay for air. But since it's not like that as of now, living the life of just anyone costs money. And not just simple money. It costs an extremely abnormal amount of funds to just live the bare minimum lifestyle. To have your own place, to have your own car, pay your own bills, all that stuff, too expensive. Now, I would say for many of us, a lot of people are going through the lifestyle I'm going through, working a retail job, working a 9 to 5, being full time, getting straight BTA. Gosh darn it, belt to ass on a daily basis, left and right, just to come home and know you still can't leave. You can't afford a place on your own. You can't pay all the bills on your own. So you're stuck at home with your parents still. Whether that be living in your basement, your garage, your old room, whatever, at the ripe age of 25 or wherever, because you can't move out because it's too expensive. Now, I don't know why my generation of us, of my fellow, young adults, have to be the ones to suffer. We couldn't get the great, nice early 2000s or the 90s. We couldn't get that same lifestyle. We have to be stuck where we gotta basically live paycheck to paycheck. Even if you make a good amount of money, you're still living paycheck to paycheck because everything that you probably want is expensive. Now, being a young adult, as I am, I've seen it. I've seen the early stages of what young adulthood was supposed to look like. You're supposed to have your own place, pay like $600 for rent, have your own car insurance would be like $80, $90, maybe until $100, depending on what type of coverage you wanted. Health insurance would be somewhat on the lower end. You have your own place, you pay your own bills. Your bills are nothing too crazy. You make a good amount of money, and you'll be able to live on your own. Now, that's impossible. Straight impossible. Okay? I have seen it to where people who make or who work like great jobs, you get paid in the 80,000 range, can't even afford a home, like a house. They still live in apartments or maybe even a fancy condo. House. Where's our houses have skyrocketed, cars skyrocketed, simple health insurance skyrocketed, and you expect us young adults to want to be here for this? No! I myself have just been on a never-ending search for just a nice apartment. I'm in no rush to move out, but sometimes it's just a thought process of, okay, what's my next step in my life? Oh yeah, let me get my own place. Let me see. You said how much? $1,400 for what? You said studio? Not even a full apartment. A studio. $1,400 a month? What? Are we? Huh? Stuff like that. I don't know how or why it's like that. I don't understand how they expect us to live. And then, don't even get me started on just looking for a job. You want to talk about where's Waldo? Where's my job? Where's my future career at? I don't know. Probably still stuck in retail. You know why? Them? Oh yeah. We just found another candidate because they have all the experience that we're looking for. How about you give me some experience? Sorry, you can't work at this job unless you get experience. How do I get experience? By finding experience somewhere. You want to say that one more time before I literally flip my table? These, they're playing a joke. I think they're they're doing something, okay? Because it doesn't make sense how my generation and the generation before us, just a little bit of before us, we're just getting the short end of the stick, They're whipping our ass day to day. Expecting them, they're wondering, talking about, young adults nowadays, they're just lazy, they don't want to work. You're right, we don't want to work. I don't want to work 9 to 5, 45 hours a day, 45 hours a week. I'm 23 years old. I want to enjoy life. I don't want to work my life away like the generations before. And hey, look, I'm so sorry y'all had to do that. You don't have to continue the pattern. I don't have to do this. But yet, somehow it seems like I'm on the start of the next cycle. My generation is going to be their generation. We're going to have to be the ones working every single day of our lives. And then we're going to have the fellow people after us just get lucky. We don't have to work every day. They can work when they want and still make good enough money to live on their own. It doesn't make sense. It's not making sense, and I feel bad for other people out there. There's some of them are not in the same situation. Some of them are probably worse. Some of them probably don't even have a job to really keep them going. Some of them are still looking, doing like little activities on the side quests to keep some sort of money incoming. I am blessed and so grateful to have a job. As much as this job might constantly drain my soul and my emotion, I'm glad to have the job. You know what I mean? Like, I could come in here looking a little bit more depressed, but I have a job, you know what I mean? Like, I have some sort of income, something that's making me money consistently. And I'll take that. That's a win on my books. But, yes, I feel bad for the other young adults like myself. Adulting is not fun. I remember watching TV shows and thinking, is that what being an adult's going to be like? You know, I have my own life, my own bills, my own job, whatever car I want. I'll be able to afford it because I'll get a nice job. In my eyes, I saw adulting like being Spencer Shea. He was an adult in my eyes. Sure, he was never like a super fantastic cook. He made spaghetti tacos. He had really good, really amazing socks. And he was good at art. And he made money. He kept him and his sister in a place that had a bed, had food, had a bathroom, had lights, had shelter. All the things he was able to do. He did that. He was an adult. Only thing I got from Spencer Shea was the fancy socks. So you can tell, Frosted Flakes. That's all I got. I don't got the other things that he has. I don't have the super duper fancy job that's making me enough money to live on my own. You know, I don't have a cool friend named Socko. You know, I don't got all that, and I don't know how to make spaghetti tacos. But that's by all means. That's more like a skill issue on my part. But I digress. You know, adulting was a time in the life where people were happy to be at the age where they could like explore life a little bit more freedom. But our freedom has been taken. You're not free to really do anything unless you're rich or you just have the funds to do so, because nothing is free anymore. If it's free, it's still taking something from you, whether that be your energy, your spirit, your time. It's taking something from you. Okay? You're not really getting a lot back. The value is not the same. Like, that's how I feel on the inside every now and then. Every time I wake up, I'm just thinking, oh yes, off to work again. And mind you, I have to go back to work tomorrow, and then the following day for another almost 8.5 hour shift. Yeah. Yeah. It's just getting there, and I'm getting burnt out. I feel completely tired. I feel exhausted at this ripe age of adulting. Mind you, I'm only 23. I'm not 25. I'm not 27. I'm not closer to 30. I'm 23. I'm closer to 20 than I am 30. Closer to 18 than I am 30. And I'm just tired. I feel like I just work. I literally do. All I feel like is I have work every single day. Even though I don't work every single day, it just feels like I do. Even on my off days, I feel like the work from the past days are just knocking me senseless. Like, I'm literally getting my ass beat even when I'm not at work. When I'm at work, it's just 10 times worse. When I'm home, it's just normal. You know what I mean? Like, I am tired. Rest days are no longer rest days. They're just prepare yourself for the next day. You know? They prepare yourself for more ass whooping. And forgive me from cursing too much. I'm just being real transparent with you guys, you know? I'm trying to give you guys the real me, as I am fresh off of work and in my natural habitat. Oh, as you can tell, I got my hair done. Do I look glorious? Do I look fab? You know, do I look amazing? I would hope so, you know. At this point, the amount of times I work and I sweat, I'm pretty sure my hair is probably messed up now. I don't know. Yeah, it's a how do I say it's a great curve from what it used to be. Like peak adulthood back in like the '90s, early 2000s, up here. As soon as it came to my generation, we're down here. We're down here in the trenches. We're trying to dig ourselves up. People are trying to find ways to make it nice and fantastic, but how could ya? It's not going very nice and lovely. Everything is still expensive. Everything is still an arm and a leg. It's just annoying. And what gets worse, being an adult, the people that you used to hang with, it's not even like y'all just don't even see each other. You damn near forget that y'all exist because of what y'all got going on. I haven't seen most of my boys or like some of my friends who I graduated like high school with, and like it's been like what like a couple months since I seen them. But before them was like 5 6 months, and then like my closer friends from like before, I haven't seen them in years. Like nobody prepares you for that. That like, oh yeah, you know your cliques and the people that you used to hang with, yeah, you guys are never gonna talk again. What? Like as if we all just died, and it's not even like all just fell off the face of the earth and just forget each other existed. Like you will never ever once like literally here's oh what is it like a PSA for all the young adults like all the 18-year-olds 19-year-olds coming 20-year-olds, be prepared. If you don't have like some like a close knit boy like friend, your boys, your girls, or somebody who's super like right there, forget the you want to talk about friendships, they're probably not gonna last as soon as you hit adulthood. You might not see these people ever again because you're going to be trying to figure out your own life. It gets the worst because then making plans with these people becomes trying to solve a Rubik's Cube with one hand. Literally becomes the most un like unimaginable task in the world. Something that can never happen. Like go from seeing each other on a day-to-day basis regularly to seeing each other once every 7 months. And that's something they don't tell you. They don't prepare you for that. They don't tell you the absolute mind-boggling fuck that it goes on and what happens when you become a young adult. Now, I know most of you guys are like, what? He's just chatting. He's not for real. Would I lie to you? Would I lie to you? No! I have no reason to lie to you. You guys know I'm very transparent when it comes here. This is the safe space. This is the dome. This is the podcast. This is where I try to be as honest and open with you guys because, you know, I want you guys to know the real truth of everything that I know. I'm telling you right here, right now, that it just gets harder from here on out. I'm not joking. It's not laughing matter here. This is so serious. I need you guys to be prepared. And there's like, I really can't even give you like a what to do. You just have to live life and hope for the best. Just kind of hope and just do your life however you need it to be done. But I'm just letting you know, it doesn't get any easier from here on out. The minute you get slapped with the adult label, you're legally an adult. Boom. Life changes. Everything is now different. Your world that you once knew is no longer the same. It's no longer the same. You go from living life, going to high school, to, oh, I gotta pick up a shift because I gotta pay my next bill. To, yes, I'm gonna come home to a cooked meal. To, dag, I gotta go order because there's no food. It's not fun. Not at all fun. Yeah. Adulting? Don't know who signed me up for that. Don't know who told me this was a good thing. I'm not prepared. I wasn't taught the things to worry about for the future. I wasn't taught like look into this, look into that, make sure you have this prepared. No, I'm I'm living one day at a time, just like the rest of the people that I may know my age. And I'm not gonna say I've done a terrible job. I've done an okay job because I'm employed. I have some money to my name. I have a car. I have a place to stay, laying my head to rest, and I have food to eat. I'm not doing a shitty job. I like to look at myself as apparently I've heard there's like rankings for your adulting. There's like D1, D2, D3, JUCO, professional, like, or in my case, community college. I look at myself as a community college adult. I don't have a career yet. I have a job that pays me money. I have some money to my name. I have a car. I have a place to stay, not on my own, but I have a place to lay my bed, lay my head. So I think like, I'm in the community college level. Like, it's a good place to be. It's not the best. No, it won't be the best. But it's a great place to start out, so where you can get yourself together. You get to learn some things, and then you get to go up the ranks. You could of course drop down, but we're not gonna be negative Nancy's out here. We're gonna look for the positive way of life. We're gonna think higher and upwards. Upward scale it. Okay. Community college level adult. We're gonna get ourselves up to the D3, up to D2, up to D1. We're gonna be up there in the ranks where I can be like, yes, I'm a proper adult. I pay my taxes. I have a great house. I have a great job. I bring enough money to sustain myself and more. And da, da, da. We're gonna get there. Yeah, sorry, I just got really motivational. My apologies, but it's just adulting sucks as of now. My fellow young adults, may we bow our heads in silence and just think and just be positive for what's to come. Because right now, it's not looking very, delightful. I'm on the edge of trying to find things to do to keep myself alive and thrive. And instead of just coming home and just sleeping, working 8.5 hours on a day-to-day basis drains the soul, drains the spirit. My body, my mind, my mental is on the downward spiral. I need a super duper rest vacation. I need a vacation. Summer used to be about vacation. Now it's about work. All I know about summer is work. Work. And more work. Summer vacation? I don't know what that is. I've never been to that. Oh, I'm not saying that. I've had my summer vacations. Like I've had like a weekend here, a weekend there, but I'm talking about like a week off in a tropical country underneath the sunset, having nice like pina coladas in hand, tanning on the beach, having the nice coastal waves and the breeze on my body. No, I've never had that type of summer vacation, but I've had a summer vacation, kind of. I had a summer weekend, if that makes any better. But it's not fun. But yeah, adulting, I think it can go both ways. I think there's some real highs and lows of adulting, especially now, more lows than highs. But I guess it really depends on how you look at life. Some people are really optimistic in how things are going to be. I'm in the back of my mind hoping that things change and get better. But I know right now that's not the case. Okay? But yes, before I end today's episode, I just want to give you guys a little update on what's to come. Yes, I know this episode is going to come out late. I'm very much aware. You don't have to tell me. I know. I'm most likely going to go back to my regular schedule, which would be like record Fridays, Saturdays, and post on Mondays. So that way you guys get the start of me, get to see me, get to actually see me at the start of your week instead of towards the end. I mean, really, you guys are winning right now. You guys are getting the best of both worlds if you get me either the beginning or the end of your week. It's a win-win no matter what. No money on my mind. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm trying to go back to my regular schedule. I have some new ideas. You're gonna see a lot of things change. Not really a lot, but like over probably this weekend, I'm gonna try my best to change the logo. I'm gonna do my best to like create some new stuff for the next couple videos. Like not this video, but the next video. There's probably gonna be a new intro, probably a new outro, new songs, or new music, new things implemented in today in the videos. Cause I'm trying to get more technical. How is it technologically advanced for the pod? I'm trying to show y'all that I really do this for real. Like I'm really that guy. I'm him. I am that guy, buddy. I am that guy. You're not that guy, Beth. You're not that guy, but I'm that guy. You're not that guy, but I'm that guy. But yeah, a couple of small little changes. Nothing too crazy, nothing like worldly, out of this world, insane. But some changes here and there, some small stuff. I still gotta figure out a new camera. So if you guys know any new cameras that your boy might like, or places I can find new cameras that aren't gonna break the budget. The budget is realistically, I'm gonna say $350 to $550. I might go a little bit over depending on the camera and the specs and all the qualities that come with it. But give me what you guys are thinking, and just let me know. But yes, this has been today's episode. I have been your lovely host. You guys have been my lovely podcast and my lovely viewers and people and everything watching. I want to say very much thank you for watching. I appreciate you all. And peace. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.